Hi, and welcome back to Girl Games Wow. This is Silvana, and we're ready to go. So we have two quests. One's up here in the town to challenge the trainee, the recruits, I guess is what they're actually called, and then one down in the town that we passed to kill the gnolls. Since the quests come back up here, what I like to do with this is go for the one that's further away, then come back and do the recruits because they're all over and it's not that difficult. So we'll go deal with the gnolls over in that little town. Um, because it is a little town of them, be careful, take it slow, ease your way in. If possible, don't go too far in so that you won't get, you hopefully won't get killed. So you see the blue, we'll pick it up for the quest. So they're from here and then down. Well, I don't see anybody here, or the ones that I do see are dead. So look around. They're usually not that difficult to find. There's one. That we only found one though, that's worrisome because they're usually very thick in this area. So I'm going to use the little trick that I showed you guys yesterday to pull out the raid things. See if that doesn't help me be able to find a few more of these guys. So I hope you guys are having a good time and are enjoying the channel, that it's helpful to you, because that is ideally what I'm doing this for. And I've been debating back and forth of what style I should have have this. And I'll explain what I mean. So I watch quite a few, well, not quite a few, but I watch a couple of Let's Players. And so I'm going to give them a couple shout outs. I watch the Grumps, the Game Grumps. I like them. They goof around a lot. They talk a bunch of smack. They get turned around, and that'll happen. Sometimes it seems like they've never played the game before, and that's a little irritating. No. But really, so I've done it on this channel myself where you just kind of forget where it's at or you can't find it. And so I understand that that'll happen. I also watch a lot of Nintendo Capri Sun. Now, I like Timmy a lot. I feel like I know him on a personal level, and that's kind of the difference I mean. With Aaron and Danny, and even when John Tron was there, they goof around and they talk a little bit about their personal life, but not really a lot. They're more just joking around and messing with each other than actually talking about things going on in their life. Now I've watched NCS for quite a few years. I used to watch well, I still watch, but I started watching way back when he was working at the store making donuts. And part of what made me really enjoy watching his channel was not only because at the time he was playing or what turned me on was what led me to his channel, I should say, was the machinima for the 8 red coins on Super Mario Sunshine. I then went and pretty much binge watched the entirety of that playthrough. And I liked him because listening to him play reminded me a lot of my own investigate the hideout, of my own experiences playing that game. Hitting jump and it doesn't necessarily pick up the jump, and dying and then sitting there afterwards and hitting like the jump button. This is still the jump button, that type of reaction. And while I haven't got to meet him in person yet, something that I hope to do one time at PAX or someplace like that, is he's very genuine. How he talks on his vlogs is how he talks on his videos. And he seems like that's not, sometimes you can tell that the it's a persona that they're putting on specifically for the channel. And his doesn't seem like that. His seems like that's his honest to goodness personality. If him and I were buddies and hanging out playing Super Mario Sunshine together, his reaction would be the same, whether or not he was recording. He's not like a AVGN. You can kind of tell, no, you can't kind of tell, you can definitely tell that while James gets upset, irritated by certain things that happens on games, the reaction he has on video is way, way, way over the top. So that's a put on. But with Tim, his reaction is definitely more genuine, more that this is what he's doing off camera as well. And he would talk about, and still does to a certain extent, his personal life during the videos. Or you have the other style, more like EVGN and the grumps to some extent of they don't really talk about their personal life, or they don't talk about their personal life at all, and it's just talking about the game. I don't force my reaction to anything. If I'm surprised by something, then I'm generally surprised by something. If I can't remember, I'm not playing that I can't remember for like a gag or to be more air quotes genuine in air quotes to how a new player would play the game. I'm literally having a moment where I don't remember. And while I may not want to talk about my personal, all of my personal life, did it pick up that I killed him or no? No. Goody. You killed him, go away. you know, some things about like the channel and stuff, like Tim used to about what his job is and dreams of the future and stuff. That kind of thing is what I'm considering talking about, or just keeping it basically how it has been. And while I might say something about like when we missed the videos because we had way too much rain here in Nebraska, and so I had a little mini flood in my house, well, in my apartment. It's nothing, you know, too terribly personal. And right now, at the subscriber rate that the channel's on, I really can't ask you guys to comment. I'm making this in the thoughts that maybe one day the channel will grow and people will go back and watch these episodes. And I don't really like saying much about how the subscriber rate was when I was making these videos, but that's the honest truth. I would love to be like Timothy was, where when he started, or when I was starting to watch him, I don't think he was just starting to do Let's Plays at that time. I think he'd been doing it for a little bit. Um, he was still working at a POS job that he really, really hated. Okay, I want to get down out of here because I'm done and I don't want to accidentally pull that guy. Okay, this one sends you back up to the town where you got to talk to people in town. Plus, we have to do the dude with the recruits. So that's why I do that way. So, anyway, and people probably find his channel now and go back and watch the episodes and listen to him talking about thinking about quitting smoking, or as he goes through quitting smoking, his trial and tribulations with that, his deal with losing weight for a while there, when he was still working, all that other stuff. It's authentic to when those videos were made. And those stories aren't necessarily true anymore, but they're still authentic to the person that he is. And I'm thinking that that's the way I want to lean with my channel, is just being authentic to who I am. I'm already doing that, except for the name is obviously not my real name. I don't know many people who are on YouTube that are going by their actual real name. It's not a surprise to have a handle. So I don't feel that that's being disingenuous, especially since the name I'm going by on this channel is a nickname that I do personally use in real life. So I definitely don't feel that that's disingenuous. Did I go the... Hey, spider. Am I supposed to be killing the spider yet? I don't think I am, yo. I think I'm going to kill the spider early here. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be killing him yet. No, I'm supposed to be talking to the people. Okay, so let's turn the overheads off. So, Morris Van Outfitter Medev. Okay, I think one of them's in this tent. Yep, Outfitter. This says I gotta talk to him. Okay. While I'm here, we can repair our stuff. and we can sell anything that has a gold piece on it. I don't want to take the time to go through the stuff to see if it's okay to sell, so that's why I'm only selling the stuff that's marked with a gold piece. So then more snack, another one you could prepare with. Okay, goodbye. Okay, so find a recruit. Any recruit will do. Come here, buddy. Am I supposed to off-click them? What am I supposed to do? Trainee. Okay, not the. I thought it was the trainees I was supposed to recruit. Okay, recruit. Aha, trainee. So walk up to them, just start beating them up, and boom. You can't actually kill these guys. They won't loot. There's not going to be any loot for you. So there you go. What is this? He's a night elf. Boot to the head, night elf. Alright, you're done. Okay, so there's two more over here. Those are recruits. Okay, I think there's one here. Yep. 3 iron stock. Goodbye. Now there's a trading area over here, so there should be quite a few tradies. My only issue with this quest with the tradies is you have to click each one and see that same text over and over and over again. There's no way to get through it. It's, Lieutenant Minor asked me to challenge you to a duel. Well, what do you think? Do you think these people think you just randomly, hey, come here, you look like I wanna fight. I mean, why else would you be randomly walking around dueling people other than somebody else told you to? You know, I wish that, and this is gonna seem weird, especially since I don't PvP, um, that you could taunt people, not like literally like the move taunt, but when you're dueling, or if you happen to PvP, if you're PvP, um, you can basically talk smack to them. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled the elderberries, kind of thing. Not cussing, because I mean you can cuss in chat if you want. I guess you could do that in chat too. But the whole point of, especially if you're dueling or PvP, is you don't want to take your hands off the keyboard and your control and your mouse to type in some sort of taunt. I guess you could use like my macro for congrats for the guild and type a couple different taunts. Speak with the dude on top of the tower. Be prepared to get in a fight with the dude on top of the tower. I'm just saying, it's gonna happen. Since we're right here, the quest is right there, the tower's over there, we'll stop by and turn this quest in. Ah, remember that spider we accidentally killed early? Well, now we have the quest to go and actually kill it. You know, it'd be on the same idea of like the emotes, like dance and laugh and hug and that stuff. You know, make one called taunt or tease or, well, you didn't say talk shit, but because it's supposed to be, you know, family friendly, but that's basically what it would be. Okay. Now we don't want to talk to him until we're ready. Touch Death is back up. Okay, come here, buddy. We're ready for you. Well, look here, mister. Arf. And done. He will give you loot. Not that it's a lot, but there you go. Alright, go turn that in. Ooh, we're just gonna walk off the ledge. We'll go back to the mine and kill us a spitter. That we've already accidentally killed once. So I noticed when we were picking up quests that we already have one from here to go back down to where we started from. So by the time we get down there, the one that had that grayed out quest, we should be leveled enough to be able to get it. I'm trying to be at least a little more chat active in my guild because I like being in a guild for the boosts it gives me, and I will help them if I can, and I like that they can help me if they can, of course. But I am not a chatty Cathy in guild, so okay. So one's outside and one's inside the building. So stop here. Go kill the spider. We're gonna complete. And then we'll go inside and turn ourselves in for killing the bishop, who was a bad guy. No big deal. You can tell I've walked up and down in these buildings so many times I don't even have to think about which way to go. Crap. Ooh. Intellect goes down. Hmm. I'm thinking about, oh, do I have a two-handed weapon on? Is that the problem? Yeah, I have a two-handed weapon on. Okay, so while this offhand would actually be better for me, I think I'm gonna try it. I think it says it has stuff. I have stuff that can go with it. Okay, so it said if I do this and that, then yep, my damage is up. My intellect went down. That's great because this would take my intellect back up. Spirit's up, stam's up, crit strike is down, but I don't really care about that. So going back to that is awesome. Okay, so we've gotten these quests all done. And I believe the only quest that we have left, other than the one that goes way down to Booty Bay, is the one to go back down to where we were, to the Minderstead. And because there is a flight point here and a flight point there, to make life just a touch faster, I'm going to go ahead and spend the few well, it's probably going to be a silver piece or two, to be honest with you, and just go ahead and fly down to Minderstead. Yep, 6 silver. I'm not worried about 6 silver. Okay, meanwhile, let's get some stuff organized. Mage, weave. Okay, that's sell. These two. Are pretty much equal, so that's, I want to do that. That's trash, 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 trash. And that's cooking, so I'm gonna have to keep that. That's also cooking, keep that. Um, I don't have any crafting that takes feathers, so that's out here. And then this is just gonna go ahead and get disenchanted. I took the time to do that while we were flying because there's really not anything else to do but straighten out your bags. Okay, so travel to the farmhouse and Gaha's withering and gathering members you can find. Cool. And it looks like, no, she's still gray. Well, Cauldron of Lost Spirits. Okay. So they're giving us the quests for here. So we're going to go ahead. I think even though we haven't really done much today, we're going to go ahead and call this an episode. I have in the past I've had problems with the with this quest because the cauldron is really well guarded. Now I'm a little higher level on this tune than I normally am by this point, but that way it just seems like a really good place to cut it. You know, it's not a cliffhanger, but that's fine. So, like and subscribe, comment below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a really great